Hey, is this the right number? You're that new part-timer that started today, right? What was your name, like Tabitha or something? Yep, you got the right number. You're Megan, right? I remember you from when I exchanged numbers with some of the people around the office this morning. I'm looking forward to working alongside you all. Could I ask what you're texting me about right now? Listen, Tabitha, you've got a lot to learn. I get it, you're young and short on experience, but this isn't some supermarket. This is a real business. You've obviously never worked in a real business before, so let me tell you how your first day is supposed to go. Step 1, buy some donuts for everyone in the office from the store across the street. Step 2, pass out said cakes and introduce yourself. Step 3, get to work. Oh, and you need to run the donuts by me first. I'll make sure you get a decent assortment, and if you didn't, I'll tell you what you got wrong. Then you'll need to buy us another round the next day, this time with the right donuts. Those are the rules around here. I'm a generous person, so I can overlook you getting it all wrong on the first day, but you better make sure to get it right tomorrow, okay? Come by my desk on your break and I'll give you a list of the right donuts to pick up, so make sure you bring a pen and paper. Those are the rules around here? Funny, I didn't see those on my contract. Excuse me? Quite the contrary, that's a workplace harassment policy violation if I ever saw one. And I suppose that's the reason you're texting me instead of saying it to my face. If one of your superiors heard you making such ridiculous demands like that, you'd get called into HR for sure. I would strongly suggest you don't do anything like this ever again, Megan. It won't end well for you. What did you just say to me? Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm on my lunch break right now. If you need me for anything work-related, you can talk to me when I'm finished. What's with that attitude? Who do you think you are, part-timer? You might not know this, but I'm actually the most senior employee in this office. I've even been here longer than the manager. That makes me the one who calls the shots around here. And here you are, some part-timer nobody, thinking you can refuse a direct order from me? Okay, well, my generosity has officially run out. Now you're gonna see what happens to uppity brats like you who piss me off. I hope you're ready for what's coming to you. It's go time, Cindy. We're gonna teach that snotty new part-timer how things work around here, good and hard. Huh? The new part-timer? Are you talking about Tabitha? The girl who started this morning? Duh, of course I am. Who else would I be talking about? I don't know, Megan. I was keeping an eye on her this morning, and she really seems like a hard-working, responsible employee. I told her to bring me donuts, but do you see any donuts on my desk? No? Yeah, well, me neither. Donuts? I even agreed to overlook her numerous faux pas toward me in exchange for her bringing donuts to the office tomorrow morning. But do you know what she said? She pulled the employee harassment policy card. What a brat. Wow, that's incredible. Tabitha's pretty young. I'm pretty sure she's in her late 20s, right? On her first day in a new office, a senior employee with 20 years experience makes a demand like that, and not only did she resist, she turned it around on you? She's amazing. I know, right? She really pissed me off. So now I gotta teach her a lesson. We're gonna do the usual routine, the silent treatment. No matter what she says to you, don't say anything back. Don't even acknowledge her. Are you sure that's a good idea, Megan? The company's been cracking down really hard on harassment policy violations these days. What's more important? What some stupid corporate policy says, or what I say? Obviously, it's what I say that counts around here. We're giving her the silent treatment. End of story. Make sure you spread the word around the office. I want everyone on the same page. If you say so. Good morning, Megan. It said in my employee manual that you would be the one giving me my on-the-job training, but you haven't said anything to me since our text exchange yesterday. When I tried to talk to you at your desk earlier, you just ignored me. I was trying to ask you when we would start my training. Let me take a stab in the dark. I'm guessing this is all you're doing, am I right? Everyone in the office has been going out of their way to avoid me. If you don't like me, there's not very much I can do about it. But it seems quite improper to be acting out a personal vendetta against me on company time using company resources. Are you refusing to carry out your assigned task of teaching a new employee the ropes? That doesn't seem very productive to me. God damn it, I can't believe her.
Megan, what's wrong? Calm down and talk to me.
It's that new girl. How is she doing this? She knows all the procedures, all the paperwork, all the regulations, everything.
Are you talking about Tabitha again?
Yes. Did someone train her? Was it you, Cindy?
No, Megan, it wasn't me. I think everyone is following your orders.
Then how is she doing it? How is she navigating our company's complex filing system?
Wasn't she given a manual on her first day? I guess the only explanation would be that she just read it through enough times to remember it all.
She's only been here for 3 days.
Sorry, Megan, that's the only explanation I could think of.
She is really starting to piss me off. Ugh!
Good morning, Megan. I think I've come to understand the hierarchy around here over the last few days. As I suspected, you're the one who's been at the center of the silent treatment campaign, aren't you? You gave the order. Fortunately for me, the work I've been given is all stuff that I can do by myself without any cooperation or assistance from other employees. So it's not having much of an impact on my work. However, that might change if this situation continues.
Cindy, what's going on here? Tell me. How is she doing this?
Megan, you have to be more specific.
She texted me yesterday all high and mighty, saying that she can handle all her work by herself. So I ordered her to get the meeting room ready for the conference this afternoon.
Oh, was that the memo that you put on her desk this morning?
Yes, try and keep up, Cindy. It always takes at least an hour to get all the papers printed and set up the tables and chairs, but I gave her the order just 30 minutes before the meeting started, so there was no way she could finish it on time. But she did. She did it all with time to spare. What is that girl, seriously?
Well, maybe she's just an incredibly talented young woman.
Cindy, don't even think for 1 second about taking her side against me.
Oh, no, that's not what I meant at all. I wasn't taking her side.
I'm the boss around here. I call the shots. She could be the next Steve Jobs. I don't care. If she doesn't do what I say, when I say, how I say, then she's gone. Got it?
I got it, Megan.
Hey, Cindy, did you hear the big news? Some big shot from corporate headquarters is coming by our office tomorrow.
Oh, wow, really? On such short notice? That's unusual. I wonder why.
Who cares why? This is my big chance.
Chance? For a promotion?
No, my chance to get that snotty little upstart Tabitha fired.
Fired?
We've got to work fast. We're going to come up with all sorts of complaints to lodge against her and get corporate to fire her. She seems to love that stupid employee harassment policy so much. How about we get Marcia to say Tabitha's been body shaming her? She's as big as a whale. They'd buy it.
Megan, don't you think you've taken this a bit too far?
Cindy, listen to me. If you take her side against me, do you know what I'm going to do with you? Just as soon as I finish getting Tabitha fired, you're going to be the next one I put in my crosshairs. Is that what you'd like me to do?
Megan, please, no. My husband just got laid off from his factory job. I'm the only income for our family right now. I can't lose this job. We'd be ruined.
Then you know what you need to do, don't you?
Yeah, I know. Good morning, Megan. Well, it's been 1 full week since I started working here, and you've been ignoring me since day 1.
I've got some great news that I have to tell you, so I'll go ahead and break my own rules just this once and reply to you.
Finally.
In just a few hours, you're going to get exactly what's been coming to you for being an awful little insubordinate brat to me. This is your last chance, Tabitha. Come over to my desk right now, apologize for ever talking back to me, kiss my feet, and beg for my forgiveness. If you do that, I'll let you into my bubble.
Your bubble? Are you talking about Cindy and the other employees at this office?
That's right. They're all good little girls who know their place, so I allow them into my bubble and grace them with my friendship. I can be your friend too, Tabitha, as long as you follow the rules.
Is that so? From the sounds of things, you fancy yourself as above the manager and treat the other employees like servants in your royal court.
I don't treat them like servants. They are my servants. Now that you understand how things work around here, it's time for you to become my servant too.
No, I'm pretty sure that sort of an informal hierarchy is a severe violation of the workplace harassment policy. You get that, right?
Again with that stupid policy. Don't you get it? That policy doesn't apply around here. This is my office and we follow my rules. Don't like it? Then I'll kick you out. Is that what you want me to do? Because I'd love to do it.
I see. Well then, I think I've let this go on long enough. It's finally time to put a stop to it.
Huh? Where do you get off talking to me like that? You're nobody. Nothing. You're just a part-timer who's been here for a week.
I assume you've heard that a corporate HR representative is going to be in the office today. Am I correct?
An HR rep? Is it the corporate big shot who's coming today?
Yes. As loath as I am to break with professionality, I have to say I am very much looking forward to the meeting we'll be having. Should be a lot of fun.
Fun? What's fun about meetings? Tabitha, you lied to me. You were really part of the corporate HR team all along? What the hell is going on here?
Weren't you paying attention to what I said earlier today? I explained everything then. The corporate HR office sent me here undercover to see what was going on at your office.
But why, though? Why did they send an undercover agent here?
I repeat, I explained that already. You should have been listening.
You suspended me without pay. You're opening a disciplinary investigation on me? I was so mad that I just didn't pay attention.
I'm sure you're aware that part-time employees at your office have an incredibly high turnover rate, yes?
Yeah, what of it?
The rate has been high at your branch for quite some time now, a few percentage points above the company-wide average. But 2 years ago, when the previous office manager retired, the turnover rate spiked sky high almost immediately. We decided that we couldn't wait any longer and had to do something, so I was sent to your office as an undercover agent pretending to be a new part-time employee.
Corporate cares that much about our office?
Well, it is our company, after all. It's our responsibility both to our employees and our clients to guarantee a positive work environment. And my investigation is complete. What I found was a truly unfortunate situation. You, despite lacking any sort of managerial authority, use your seniority to threaten, abuse, and harass the other employees in your office.
That's not true. You've just been out to get me this whole time. What your youth and inexperience keeps you from understanding is that what I do is called leadership. Go ahead, ask Cindy and the other girls anything you want. They'll all tell you the same thing.
Oh, don't worry, we're holding individual hearings with each and every person in the office as we speak.
Then I'll be cleared of all these ridiculous allegations in no time. I win, you lose.
You have quite an impenetrable self-confidence, don't you, Megan? I'm sorry to say, but that is precisely the opposite of what we are finding.
What?
We found that all of the other girls in the office do have the same story, but not the one you claim. It seems they've all been threatened by you, but lacked the courage to actually stand up for themselves. Once the big reveal was made, they were all thrilled that they finally had a chance to clear their guilty consciences. A common refrain was that they felt like a massive weight had been lifted off their shoulders. Oh, and by the way, we have a very, very large supply of evidence that you've been harassing the other employees. We've collected hundreds of text messages, hours of video recordings, security camera footage. We have it all.
Oh no.
For the third time, I already explained all of this in detail. You just weren't paying attention. But nothing. It's over, Megan. You're on unpaid leave while the disciplinary committee meets. I'd say it's a foregone conclusion at this point, but you'll be informed of the final decision they make.
That can't be!
My work is done, so I'll take my leave now. Enjoy your evening.
I worked so hard to gain my position. I had authority, people respected me, and now it's all gone? And it's not just at the office. My husband is divorcing me, and my son said he never wants to see me again. Why is this happening to me?
People respected her? I'd say a more accurate way of describing the situation would be that people were in constant fear of reprisal if they didn't cater to her every whim. The disciplinary committee took far longer than they expected, not because it was a difficult decision, just that there was an incomprehensible amount of policy violations to cover. Needless to say, she was fired. After being divorced by her husband, my understanding is that she's currently working multiple part-time jobs to make ends meet. As for the other employees who went along with her harassment campaigns, each of them were dealt with individually and were given punishments in accordance with their respective offenses. Furthermore, the decision was made to permanently close down the entire office. That did result in some difficulties, such as dealing with employee transfers and resignations. But overall, the effect has been a more transparent and positive work environment for all employees in all levels of the company. As an HR professional, it gives me great pride to know that my work has brought clear results to the company. My work isn't finished, though. I'll continue to monitor situations at all other branches to ensure something like this never happens again.
Gloria! Listen. Good evening, Naomi. The workday is over now, so could this be something we talk about tomorrow? Are you really turning 42 years old this year and getting married as well? What? Oh no, you didn't. You found out about things way too soon. Who did you end up hearing that from? Sometimes I'm able to hear the department manager and the section manager talking to one another while they're trying to be quiet. So those are the two I heard this from. I see. They were told about this before by me, so they must have been chatting with one another about it. I was planning on letting everyone know in the department that I will be getting married as time went by, because I didn't really want everyone making such a big deal of it. I ask that you please keep this a secret from everyone for right now. Who are you getting married to? Someone from inside the company? Someone that is not related to this company in any way, actually. He really has nothing to do with this company in any shape or form, so I don't think you'll ever be able to meet him. Is that so? Understood. I guess I'll be going then. Alright. I will see you tomorrow then. Hey now! I just saw the man you're going to be getting married to, Gloria. What? Hello again, Naomi. So, you just saw me with my fiancé or something? When? Just a second ago, I saw him. Are you sure? You guys are having an early evening date right now, correct? Wow. He is so handsome, isn't he? I am so jealous of you, Gloria. Who exactly are you talking about, Naomi? I have been in the office all day today, and haven't even gotten home yet. There you go again. I know. You probably feel a little bit worried about telling me the truth, because you're in your 40s, and if your fiancé were to see a 19-year-old cutie like me, he'd fall for me instantly, right? You're scared of that happening, so you won't tell me anything about him, huh? What? What are you going on about right now? I'm sorry for being so young and cute right now. Anywho, I haven't met with my fiancé at all today, because like I was saying, I'm still in the office right now. I'm not sure who you saw today that you think is my partner, but I've not been outside the office all day, and I have not been anywhere near him. I still have a bit of work to get to today, so I'll have to put my phone down now. I knew it! Gloria, I saw you out on a date with that man today. What? I just walked by the both of you out in front of Frederick Station a second ago. You were both holding hands with one another, and as I was walking by, your fiancé looked at me and then looked away. Good evening, Naomi. I'll have you know right now that I've been seeing your fiancé a whole lot out here by Frederick Station. Sometimes with you and sometimes without you. He really is a piece of eye candy, isn't he? I'm so jealous of you, Gloria. Does he work over near the station right now? Or could that be where he's living at the moment? Are you sure you're not mistaking my fiancé with someone else? What? I haven't been outside my house all day today, and I don't have any plans to see my fiancé today either. And I haven't even been near Frederick Station for a couple of months now. Also, my husband works on the other side of town, far away from that station, so I don't think he'd be over there at the time that you're saying. If you'd like me to try to clear things up for you, would you like to see a picture of my fiancé? Then you'll understand who my partner really is and won't have to keep getting things confused. I know what you're trying to do here, Gloria. You're not going to send me a picture of some random man saying he's your fiancé, right? You think I'd rather make things more confusing than they already are for you. And that right there proves that you're going to show me a fake picture. Then how can I get you to trust me? If you really want to hide such a handsome man from me, you're going to have to stop going out with him around here. Now that I think about it, your guys' wedding is next week, isn't it? I'm really looking forward to it. Well, I suppose it is. I have completely taken a hold of your fiancé. It was way too easy stealing a handsome man like him from an old hag like you, Gloria. I'm so sorry, Gloria. But here's the thing. I realized after I saw you and who I thought was your fiancé at Frederick Station that you went and were with a different man who turns out to be your real fiancé. That's why you knew I was wrong about whatever man I had been seeing before. Anyway, when I saw you with your real fiancé, his eyes and mine met, and that's when I knew he was the one for me. And so I started waiting for the right opportunity to take him, and that opportunity just so happened to be today, on the day of your wedding at the chapel. Your fiancé really is the right man for me, and much more my type than that other guy I mistook him for. I just knew I had to steal him from you because there would be no other chances after today's wedding. And so I found him and took him with me to a hotel nearby. Oh, I am so happy, but also so sorry for what I've done. He's calling for me right now. Huh? What is all of this? Well, hello, Gloria. You're only now going to start replying back to me? Well, he and I just went to the courthouse and handed in our marriage forms. Naomi, are you sure that man you're with was really supposed to be the groom at my wedding today? I am 100% positive. And by the way, he's my husband now. Is that so? Well, at least I understand things a little bit better now. I am over the moon right now. Because of the man I made into my husband. But as for you, Gloria, you are already 42 years old now. I think it's best if you just give up on getting married now and find something else to do with your life. This man wanted to marry a 19-year-old cutie like me over some old and wrinkled up 42-year-old hag. He's even told me that himself. And that's why we just got married today. I see. You went and did it to yourself. Things are going to become very rough for you soon. So, good luck. I should be saying that to you right now. What the heck is going on here? My husband and I were just going at it in our hotel room and having the time of our life when the door swung open and some chick I've never even seen before barged in. Then she started going off about how the man who was on top of me was supposed to be her groom today. Weren't you supposed to be the bride at today's wedding? Why is she talking to me like that when this man wasn't even hers to begin with? So she was able to find out where you both were and made her way into your room? Huh? Tell me what the heck is going on right now! Aren't you supposed to be the one who's getting married today? Nope. My fiancé, the groom at my wedding today, is named Rodney, and he is with me right now. He's not left my sight all morning, and even last night we both fell asleep together, so I know that he didn't go out overnight with anyone. What? Rodney? Who the heck is Rodney? Like I was saying, Rodney is my fiancé. Huh? Are you trying to say that the man you went and stole is not named Rodney at all? He's not Rodney. His name isn't even close to Rodney. Why did this happen? How? I really have no idea what's going on anymore, Gloria. Oh, so you're able to text with me again. Right now, both of my parents have me under their watch, but they are at least letting me use my phone for a little bit. I'm not even joking when I say I have no clue what has been going on here today. One second, I was at the hotel with a man I thought was my husband making love, and the next I'm being watched by my parents waiting for that woman to give us an answer to what'll happen next. Well, due to all the things you've ended up messing with today, Naomi, I'm going to have to give you this really long and annoying explanation. What happened with you is you not only mistook who my fiancé was at the time, but then you mistook another man for the man you had been mistaking, and this became the end result for you. What? I guess we can start back when you told me you were seeing my fiancé all around Frederick Station a while ago. Basically, who you were seeing walking around that station so much was my little sister from another mother and her partner. Your little sister? From another mother? And her partner? Back when I was just 2 years old, my parents had a lot going on that ended up in them getting a divorce, and I ended up going with my mother in the end. My father then got married to another woman, and they had 4 girls together, who all turned into my little sisters from another mother. Today I went and met with my dad and everyone at my wedding after such a long time of never seeing one another, and that's when he said I look a lot like his other daughters. What? And well, one of those little sisters of mine just so happens to live near Frederick Station with my dad. And she's the one that looks the most like me. Then who I saw was... That's right. You saw my little sister from another mother and her husband walking together. Huh? Anyway, I made sure to talk with her about all of this as well before today, and that's when I heard from my little sister that her and her husband thought they had a stalker following them a lot of the time. And that stalker just so happened to be you, ever since the first time you laid eyes on her husband. I'm a stalker to them? Now that I've made it clear to you that you've not been seeing my husband and I that whole time, but my sister and her husband, could you please leave them alone and stop stalking them? They have had to worry about why you've been following them around for weeks now, and said if you don't stop, they're going to get the police. So I really do recommend that you stop that. This can't be! And as for that chapel you went to today, looking for my husband, well, that wasn't even my wedding, and I wasn't even there. Huh? I get that today that wedding happened during the same time as my wedding, but besides that, they were held at different locations and had nothing to do with one another. Which means, that groom which you took has nothing to do with me. I don't even know who he is, and he should not know who I am. Huh? I suppose that I have been to that wedding chapel once before, but I was only there to tour the place before my husband decided that we wouldn't be doing a traditional wedding inside a church, and would be having ours in a garden. So we were outside all day today, having our wedding, and we were not inside any kind of church. Now that you mention it, when I went into the church to find your husband, I saw the bride at the front, but she had a veil over her face, so I couldn't tell if she was you or not. Our wedding was being held out behind that church, actually, and when I went there to get changed, I heard talk about how someone ran off with the bride's groom. I felt so bad for her at the time, and after a little time went by, I got a message from you saying that you'd stolen my husband and all that. That's when I stood there in disbelief, thinking you might have been the one who'd done it. So I went and spoke with the planner of that wedding and asked her who the bride was so that I could talk with her. And that bride told me that the woman who had stolen her fiancé from her was you. Her fiancé's phone just so happened to have a GPS locating app on it that they could both use to watch where one another was, since they would go hiking a lot. So she could already tell where you were taking her fiancé. After I spoke with her, I went back to my wedding, and that's when we started our after party and danced. She ended up taking her parents and heading up for you guys at the hotel. And the rest you probably know. There you go. That's the best explanation I can give you right now, and the only one I'll be giving you. What? What the heck? By the way, when you saw that man's face, you could tell that he looked nothing like the man you'd seen before, right? You even sent me a message saying that I wasn't lying to you when I said that my fiancé at the time wasn't the man you had been seeing out at Frederick Station. Why did you still go after the groom when you knew something had to be wrong? And if you already had him in your hands by the time you noticed, why didn't you stop then and save yourself and that man all the trouble? Honestly, I don't have any clue what was going on inside your head today, and I'm not sure I'll ever understand. I get what you're saying, but... I'm very confused myself now. Maybe at the time you just went for him anyway because he was more your type, and you thought that he would have still been my fiancé. I'm not blaming you for everything, since he was willing to go with you to that hotel right when his wedding was starting. I don't understand. What was the point? Because he told me that he loved me then, and I had no choice but to take him with me and run away. Huh? So listen, I wanted a man for myself, and since he was already in love with me, I couldn't let anyone else have him. And he felt the same way about me since I'm younger than his fiancé was, so he took the lead as we ran. I see. Basically, you both had the same idea of running, and there was no room for either of you to think that what you were doing was completely insane. What? Anywho, things are going to become very difficult for you now. But you can't start asking me for help, because I really don't have a clue how to. Huh? What? Wait, what? Why am I not able to work for this company anymore? And am I being fired now? I just finished my 3 months of training here, and was about to start taking my job very seriously. Why are you whining to me about all of this instead of the people who are going to be firing you? Like the HR department or something. All I know about this is that you made just that big of a commotion that the company has thought twice about hiring a problem maker like you, and no longer wants you within its ranks. There has to be word around the office that while you'd been here, you were causing all kinds of trouble for the good-looking men here by asking them to go out with you or to marry you over and over again. I get that you are young, and right now is the time all of you guys want to date and find someone you really love. But this is a workplace, first of all, so it is very inappropriate for you to be doing anything like that here. And second of all, most of the men here are married or way too old for you anyway. What? I was the one causing trouble. I'm sorry, but could you please stop talking to me? It's really exhausting to have to talk to you all the time like this, and I have more important things in my life to deal with now, like my husband and such. No way! Gloria! I'm just gonna block you for good measure. Goodbye now. Gloria! Let's start with the wedding that Naomi ended up stealing the groom from. It turns out that the groom was more of a player than anything else and wasn't really interested in getting married anyway. So when a younger and good-looking girl like Naomi came up to him saying that she was in love with him, he saw that was his chance to get out of marrying his fiancée and ran away with her. They were both so fond of one another that it really made the statement of love at first sight very real. And due to that, they both got married right away at the courthouse without even thinking of what would happen next. In the end, after they were both found by the fiancé of the groom which Naomi had stolen, both Naomi and her husband were now exiled to everyone they knew. And not only that, but the both of them had to pay settlements of around $100,000, which in the end put the both of them in debt. When they both had been put into that kind of debt, they finally opened their eyes to the reality they had both just put themselves in. Not too long after the settlements had been paid off, and then having to start paying off the debt they had both gotten into, their relationship began to deteriorate. It started with the two of them always yelling and screaming at one another in the apartment they moved into about things like who was to blame for jumping the gun on getting married, and who was to blame on running away from the wedding in the first place. There were plenty of noise complaints from all the neighbors there. And at one point, the landlord even came and told them they'd be evicted if they didn't figure things out. However, that warning from the landlord only seemed to make things worse, as yelling and screaming turned to slapping and punching one another, until one day their physical fight went way overboard and the police had to be called. Naomi's husband ended up hitting her so hard that it knocked out 5 of her teeth, and that caused her to scream one of the most blood-curdling screams that apartment complex had ever heard. They were both placed under arrest for domestic abuse, and both looked like they had been fighting MMA when the police took pictures of them. This led to the both of them being hit with some charges but no jail time. And after all that had been settled, they got a divorce and went their separate ways. Since then, there is not a single person who knows about what happened to the both of them. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought about the story. We look forward to seeing you in the next story.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey there, Kelsey. I heard you're going to Costco soon. Is that true? Take me with you. They have that membership system, right? People who aren't members can't go shopping there unless they have a member with them. But, membership costs, what, $50 a year or something? I don't want to have to pay that much just to get in, so I've been looking for someone I know who is a member to take me. I am so lucky to have a friend like you. Nora, what are you talking about? What? Do I have to explain your own membership to you? You only need to have one member in your group in order to get in, so we'll be fine as long as you're with me. I don't know where you heard it from, but I don't actually have a membership there. But I heard you were going. My son heard your son talking about it at daycare the other day, so don't bother hiding it. The cat's out of the bag. Do you believe every story that your 4-year-old son tells you he overheard at school? What are you saying, Kelsey? Are you calling my son a liar? How dare you say such a thing about my boy? No, that's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying that I'm not planning on going to Costco right now. And I'm also not a member, that's all. Oh, sure you're not. I definitely believe you. You're super bad at hiding things. Remind me never to let you in on any plans for surprise parties. Hey, you might as well be wearing a t-shirt that says, "Hey everyone, I'm going to Costco." I'm not hiding anything. I don't have anything to hide. I'm not going to Costco. Seriously, what is going on with you? It's next Sunday, isn't it? And everyone's meeting on the west side of the parking lot. How many times do I have to tell you this? I'm not going. There will probably be a line of people waiting to get in, so make sure to show up early. Oh, and bring a few freezer bags, would you? I am not going. Hey, Crystal, sorry to bother you so late. Do you have a minute? I have some information that I think you might want to hear. Don't worry, it's not that late. I was just watching TV. What's the matter?
You said that you were going to Costco with your family this weekend, didn't you? Yeah, I did. Why? What time this weekend? We still haven't made a decision on the time. We're going back and forth between Saturday and Sunday. Did you want to come along? That would be fine with me. It's been a while since we've spent time together outside of picking our kids up from school. Nah, I'm good. I had other plans this weekend, but yeah, like I was saying, about that Costco trip, I thought you might want to know something. What is it? You know Nora, right? The woman from daycare? She's, probably going to be at Costco on Sunday. Oh, really? I didn't think she had a membership there. Well, that's just the thing, she doesn't. For whatever reason, she has the idea in her head that I'm a member and that I'm planning to go on Sunday. She texted me earlier today inviting herself to come along with me. I tried, multiple times, to explain that I'm not a member and I'm not going this weekend, but she just wouldn't hear it. Wow, what is wrong with that woman? After she sent me that text, I thought I remembered you saying something about going this weekend. And I know that if she met up with you, there's 100% chance she'd try to get you to pay for her stuff with a promise to repay you, which there is also 100% chance that she won't do. Believe me, I've heard the stories too. Thank you for letting me know. She mentioned that she was going to be there in time to get in line before the store opens on Sunday. In that case, I'll be going on Saturday. I honestly don't mind bringing non-members along just so they can get in and buy stuff. But I don't feel like adding myself to the list of people who've paid for Nora's shopping when she suddenly realizes that she forgot her wallet. Oh, but don't worry, she'll pay you back in a few days for sure, a week tops. And then she avoids you until you forget or give up trying to collect. You would be shocked at how many people I've heard that exact same story from. And she always has her own cart full of stuff when she does that. I heard from one person who said she ended up paying around $500 for Nora's stuff. Of course, she never got that back. She's legendary in a very bad way. Yep, if she's going on Sunday, then I am definitely going on Saturday. I'll probably invite my sister too, just so I can max out the number of people I can bring with me. I'm trying to remember, is it that one member can bring up to 2 guests? Is that how that works? One of my husband's friends is coming along with 2 family members in a van to help us bring our stuff home, so that leaves us with 1 more person. Oh, and for the record, people under 18 don't count towards the total. Well, Nora's mentally a child, so maybe she might try to get around the rules that way. Ugh, don't scare me with a possibility like that. Thanks for the info, Kelsey. No problem, Crystal. Oh, Kelsey! I'm here at Costco waiting for you. Where are you? I made the ultimate shopping list for today. It's going to be great. I'm going to shop till I drop. They have a bunch of stuff in stock right now that you just can't get anywhere else. Thanks so much for letting me tag along. Oh, by the way, you guys are driving your car here, right? My house isn't too far, so I walked over here. But, well, with all the things I'm planning on buying, it's going to be way too much to carry home all by myself. So I'm planning on having you take me home. So make sure you leave enough space for me and my stuff in your car, okay? They're opening soon, so hurry up and get over here. Kelsey, what on earth are you doing? The store just opened and you're not here. You know I can't get in without you here. I'm not a member. Seriously, what's going on over there? I know you guys are coming, so... Hey, wait a minute. Don't tell me you went in without me. Oh my God, Kelsey, how immature can you be? Well, mark my words, I'm gonna get inside one way or another. And there it is. I am officially inside the store, Kelsey. I found someone who came by themselves and went inside with them. All I had to do was walk a few steps behind her and tell the greeter I'm with her, and they didn't ask me any questions. But remember, I'm still having you drop me off at home on our way out, so don't forget about that. Let's meet up. What section are you guys in right now? Good morning, Crystal. So you went to Costco yesterday, right? Good morning, Kelsey. Yep, we got all our shopping done yesterday afternoon, and we didn't run into Nora while we were there, so don't worry. Yeah, about her. Looks like she's actually inside and shopping right now. Oh, for the love of... Are you serious? Yep, she still thinks that I'm a member, and she's still sticking with her plan to go shopping together with me. And when she couldn't find me, I guess she snuck in by pretending to be together with someone who was there by themselves. Yuck, what a creeper. Well, as long as she's not bothering me, it's not really my business. Right? That's just so creepy. She's like some kind of a stalker. Just thinking about her doing that gives me the chills. But you were super clear about telling her you weren't going, right? Yep, I didn't mince words. Then I guess there's no reason for either of us to lose any sleep over what she's doing right now. I know, plus I'm not even at home, and I haven't been since yesterday. Again, Kelsey, I really can't thank you enough for telling me about Nora. Before I got my hands on that information, we were actually leaning toward going first thing this morning. I really dodged a bullet. I owe you one, so I bought you a case of those chocolate muffins you like. Well, you didn't need to do that, but I do want to get my hands on those muffins as soon as possible. I gotta go now, so I'll talk to you later. Bye, Kelsey. Take care. Kelsey, where are you? I'm done waiting for you, so I'm just gonna grab a cart and start shopping. If you want to find me, I'm gonna start by looking at the TVs first. I've been thinking about getting a new one. The one I have is almost 3 months old. It's practically a fossil. If you want, though, we can do all our shopping separately. Want to just meet up at the cash registers in about 2 hours? Yeah, that might work the best for the both of us. This way we won't have to spend time looking for each other and can focus on shopping. Okay, see you in 2 hours then. How's the shopping going, Kelsey? It's been 2 hours. Time to check out. Oh my God, I have so much stuff I'm gonna buy. I had to go out and get a second cart. I'm at the cash registers right now, and the lines are getting pretty long. I think I'll go ahead and line up before it gets any more crowded than it is now. Huh? You're still in the store, Nora? Of course I am. It's about time I heard from you. Hurry up and get over here. I can't pay without you, Kelsey, so move it. Why do you need me? You know how to pay for things. Don't play dumb, sweetie. You're the one who's the member, and you invited me along, didn't you? Common courtesy dictates that you are the one who has to pay for everything. Don't worry, I didn't buy too much. It's only gonna come to about $2,000. $2,000? Yeah, that's only an estimate though, so it might be a couple $100 more than that. Anyway, hurry up and come to the checkout lanes. Nora, I have told you 1,000,000 times now that I do not have a Costco membership. That's not what my son told me. Yeah? Well, I talked to my son about Costco, and you know what he said to me? What's Costco? He had no idea what it even was. Your story doesn't make any sense. But my little Joey told me that your boy Aiden said you were going to Costco on Sunday. He has a very good memory. He'd never make a mistake like that. Wait, Aiden? My son's name is Jaden. Jaden? But I thought Jaden was Crystal's boy. No, Jaden is my son. Crystal's son is named Aiden. What? Did you get the two names mixed up? Well, I mean, they're practically the same name. Yeah, I have to admit you do have a point. Maybe I should have picked a less trendy name. But if that's the case, that means that Crystal's going shopping today. She should be here now. Oh, thank goodness. No, Crystal and her family are at home right now. They are? They were planning on going today, but ended up going yesterday instead. Last minute change of plans, it happens. Yesterday? Yes. Just to recap, Crystal and her family went shopping yesterday. They are not there right now. They are at home and not at Costco. Understand? What? That can't be. I'm gonna give that woman a piece of my mind the next time I see her. I wouldn't do that if I were you. And why not? This is all her fault. If she wouldn't have given her child such a trendy, overused name, I wouldn't have gotten it mixed up with whose kid was whose, and none of this would have happened. It's her fault. Are you really sure you want to pick a fight like that with a relative of your husband's boss? What? My husband's boss? Christy's younger sister, Misty, is your husband's boss.
She is?
I thought you were aware of that.
Ugh, fine. Then I need you to come down here immediately.
Can't.
Why not?
I'm at my cousin's wedding today. My whole family left the house yesterday, and it's a pretty long drive away.
Oh no.
We'll be back tonight, but it's gonna be really late. So, yeah, I can't come.
This is terrible. What am I supposed to do now?
What am I supposed to do about it? How many times did I tell you that I do not have a Costco membership, and I did not have plans to go to Costco today? You ignored me every single time I tried to set you straight, went by yourself to Costco, followed someone else in, spent 2 hours shopping, and you want me to clean up your mess for you? This is all your own fault. And to top it all off, you're actually treating me and Crystal like we're to blame somehow.
But...
My husband's calling me. I have to go.
Hey, wait! Kelsey! How am I gonna pay for all this stuff? It's over $2,000. I have 2 whole carts full of stuff, Kelsey! Kelsey! Kelsey!
Nora was standing in line the whole time she was texting me to come and bail her out, so she had quite a line of unhappy customers built up behind her. As soon as she realized that she wasn't going to be able to pay for the stuff she picked out, she left the massive, overflowing carts full of merchandise right there on the spot, and started heading for the door when she was promptly stopped by a store employee. She apparently brought her 3 kids with her to the store, and they had been up to quite a bit of mischief while she was busy shopping. They were eating cookies from the bakery area, taking toys out of their boxes, throwing clothes on the floor. It was an awful mess. Naturally, she was expected to pay for everything they had eaten or damaged, and when her husband got there to bail her out, he was not happy. That was the beginning of a fight that led to their divorce, and she was such a mess at the custody hearing that the judge gave her husband full custody of all their children. She tried to move back in with her parents, but they had long since had enough of her antics, and they kicked her out onto the curb. The last I heard of her was that she was working some part-time job and living in subsidized housing while barely being able to make her child support payments to her husband each month.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.